Hello, everyone. Welcome back to LaTasha Hewitt Homes. In this episode, we're going to be talking about vision boarding and adding real estate to your vision board. Have you done that? I'll share with you what I did last year and how it proved to be successful for me and my family. All right, guys, let's jump right in. So last year around this time, I decided I wanted to do vision board with my daughters. Now, I've liked to do vision boards over the last few years, but I wanted to be a little bit more specific this year. And probably for the first time, I included something that had to do with my home or real estate on my board. So let me show you what I did. This was from 2020. So of course I had some things that you typically see. I had some financial goals, which I'm happy to say we're on our way there. I had some self-care goals because I recognized that was something that I needed to be more intentional about. So I had to put it on my board. Of course, I was just getting into real estate at that time, 1 year, now over a year in, and I wanted to grow my business in and be able to connect with more people and help more people find home ownership or sell their homes. So I wrote that down. And one of the things I had on there was to start a YouTube channel. And that's what you're watching right now. So mission accomplished. And that's one of the things about vision boards, creating vision boards. If you don't write it down, sometimes it could just be a thought in your head and you really not giving any life to it. But when you put it on paper or you take the time to draw it out or cut it out of a magazine, somehow it becomes more of just a dream or an idea and becomes more of a reality that you're working towards. I had an instructor once who said, people forget, paper remembers. And so when you put it down, it's something about seeing it that makes it more intentional for you. And so here, let's get to real estate. One of the things I wanted to do was some home improvement. We had moved here, it was about a little over a year, and there were some things I just wanted to do in our home. And so instead of just saying, oh, we'll get to it when we can, I said, I'm putting it on my vision board. And as you can see, it took up a large amount of the real estate because for me, that was just one of the major goals I had in my mind at that time. And so for you right now, maybe you're saying, I don't want to rent anymore. I'm tired of throwing away my money. I want to purchase a home. Put that bad boy on your vision board. Maybe you're saying, okay, I really can't take it anymore. We're growing out of our space. We need a larger home. I'm ready to sell this small place and upgrade. Put that on your vision board. Maybe you're saying, this is just becoming too much for us to clean. The children have moved away. It's just the two of us. We don't need this much space. It's time to downsize. Put it on your vision board. Stop talking about it. Be about it. Put it on your vision board. It's so important. So no matter what your real estate goal is, when you're talking about finances and you're talking about self-care, and for me, family, and we ended up having a pandemic, can you even see that? Family, we ended up having a pandemic where we spend now most of our time together as a family of four. And my real estate business, I wanted my goals for my home to be just as important because I knew how accomplishing those things would make me feel. And so let's very quickly look at the three that I put on here, and I want to give you an update on each of them. One was to decorate the landing and stairwell. Someone may say, okay, why is that something you need to put on your vision board? Why? Because it had been a year and the stairwell and the landing had not been decorated, and it bothered me. It bothered me every time I came up the steps. It bothered me every time I was on the second level and walked around. It just felt so bare. I said, why am I letting something bother me that can just be something that I can tackle and accomplish? So I put it on my vision board because I knew if I saw it every day, if I passed by it every day, it would get to the point where I would make sure I was intentional about making steps towards this landing. And I'm happy to report that we are actually recording in the landing right now in our little niche here, and I'll give you a little tour of what I did there. And it makes me so happy to say, man, I wrote that thing down and I got it done. Also, I had on here, build a deck. Now, if you've been following this channel, you know about the story about building the deck. And although it wasn't easy, although we had some, setbacks here and there, I'm happy to say that at the end of 2021, that that deck is built, and we're looking forward to enjoying it when the weather warms up. And I have to say that seeing these things, you know, the thing is, I didn't want to make a liar out of myself. I didn't want to have goals that I wasn't working towards. So because I wrote it down and I forced myself to look at it every day, I had to do something about it. And the third one we had was finish the basement. Unfortunately, we weren't able to accomplish that. But guess what? 2021, this is the goal that is at the top of the list. I'm so happy that all I have to do is check these off and let this one take king for now. And I'm happy to see that because I was able to accomplish 2 out of this 3, accomplishing that one seems so much easier now because I wrote it down. And so I'm encouraging the same for all of you. Don't forget to put some of your real estate goals on your vision board. And I gave you some ideas of them. And it could be something as simple as a renovation. It could be something as simple as painting a room that you've been talking about. So many of my friends, we have conversations, they're like, oh, I want to change out these cabinets. Oh, I need to change out these floors. And I want to say, well, put on your vision board and you write it down. You might just make it happen. And so if you out there do have a vision in 2021 for home ownership or to sell your home, and there's anything I can do to help you with that process, please let me know. That's part of my goal for 2021, to be able to help more people accomplish their real estate goals. So write it down, make it plain. When you see it on paper, you hold yourself accountable to working towards that goal. All right, everyone, I'm wishing you the best in 2021. I know you can accomplish all that you want in the realm of real estate if you just put your mind to it, and anything else for that matter. All right, thanks for tuning in to another episode of LaTasha Hewitt Homes. Let's get to that vision writing, all right? Happy New Year! Oh, I forgot one thing. And one of the greatest things about doing a vision board and being able to check some of those things off was that my daughters had the opportunity to see how mommy wrote things down and they were accomplished. And the same thing can happen for them.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not just about you, but those that are watching you. Don't forget that.